So this is the second episode of Friday Night Shudder. I'm recording this introduction just about the day after the first one went up, and it seems to have pretty good success so far. 6 listens, which makes me feel like John Grisham, to be honest, because I always assume that you start off very slow with this sort of thing, and also no one has to listen in the first place, so 6 listens is pretty good. And I feel like it's a good foundation to grow from. Quality-wise, I think the last episode could have been a lot better. I essentially, my plan was to do more structure to it, but then I thought, really, I just need to do it, because if I don't finish it and put it up, I'm probably going to delay it for months and months, and it was already delayed for about 6 weeks beforehand. So I figured, put it up, and then fix it in the sophomore follow-up, which is this, obviously. Everyone talks about sophomore slump in podcasts and movies and TVs and all of that, but I think it's quite good, and I made something that I'm not terribly happy with, because there's, in theory, no way to go but up. So I have to apologise for that. I also have to apologise, we lost I lost, rather. I always speak in plural instead of singular. I lost the sponsor, Carbonated Soda, because apparently if you keep calling your sponsor by the wrong name, you lose them. So we have no sponsor. I have no sponsor now in this podcast. So hopefully something will turn up, because you gotta pay those exclusive podcast fees somehow. So I'll wait and see about that. And from there, I guess the review I'm going to be doing, recap, review, commentary, podcast, whatever, it's going to be VHS. It's going to be a bit more structured than the last one. The gist of it's going to be with segments this time, instead of just one long stream. I mean, it'll still play as one long stream of content, but it'll be segments split up with little bits between them. Because VHS is quite good, because it's an anthology horror movie. There's a lot of parts you can do. You can sort of split whole thing up into like chapters and review each one on its own merits, and then at the end bring it all back. Kind of like a really poor, completely English in terms of dialect, accented version of Pulp Fiction, but nowhere near as good, because it's Pulp Fiction. It's not going to be anywhere near as good. And VHS is nowhere near as good as Pulp Fiction, but is a very enjoyably trashy horror movie, and it's going to be next review. So I hope you stay tuned and keep watching, keep listening, because this is going to be good. And after all, life is beautiful. So we're at Magnet Logo, the production company made movie. Just picture of Magnet. The Collective, which is like the actual creative team who came up with the movie, I guess. Bloody Disgusting Productions. With a very gory thing. Anyway, here we go. We're at VHS introductions, like first chapter. It's like a framing device, Pulp Fiction, but not as good. So again, a lot of staticky images, VHS errors, kind of like in Grindhouse, how they dirtied up production, the techniques in the original framing negative, make it more atmospheric. So first thing is a guy trying to hide. He set up a camera because he wants to record a liaison with his missus or his partner. This guy looks a lot like Doug Walker from thatguywithglasses.com and Channel Awesome. And then we cut to John, Paul, George and Ringo, a merry band of guys in balaclavas and like face scarf masks, I guess, just driving around aimlessly talking about how they're going to throw up Yellow Submarine. They decide that they're going to have some fun and be trolls, for lack of a better term, although I think this made before that really became popularised. They've got a camera. They no longer want to record a follow-up to Yellow Submarine. They just want to assault a woman and take her top off and then record it for the purposes of their own home entertainment, I guess. So this is difficult to recap because this is really sleazy and uncomfortable watch and disturbing and vaguely disgusting. And it's all those things, and yet at the same time, like, it does give the movie a trashy feel, which movies don't seem to have nowadays because they don't do this sort of stuff that often. I don't know whether that's a good thing per se, but if they were going for the trashy 80s feel, they certainly nailed it there. And we cut to them smashing stuff up with baseball bats, smashing windows and that sort of thing. They're trolls, real life trolls, just smashing up stuff, making their own entertainment. They won't make their own YouTube channel. You know, they gotta get those hits, as you know, morons like Logan Paul would say. And what gets hits more than literal hits, like kicking through glass and smashing stuff. It's quite an, I wouldn't say interesting idea for a horror movie, but it's quite cool in that they're going this route of having it look really cheap and nasty, and having these, the Beatles from Liverpool, having these hooligans, as you might call them, smash stuff up and generally be assholes. Like, they're thoroughly unlikable people, and you're not rooting for them. And it's quite a thing that horror tends to do quite nicely, is it doesn't need characters you actually like to be an effective movie. In fact, the more you dislike, the more effective movies usually are. So back to the original couple, and getting down and dirty, and I say dirty because it's a disgusting, like, bed and breakfast or motel or wherever it is that they're in. Back to John, Paul, George and Ringo. They're being very crude with an image of an old as in pictures old, but young as in it's a young woman, I guess, on a farm. Oh, Christ, there's so much ink cutting. Back to couple who are getting down and dirty in a down and dirty motel room. Back to Ringo, I guess, who's like, hey, we've found something here. Hey. Maybe he's found the original negatives or something to all Beatles songs. They're watching their footage from earlier. They're just a bunch of lads watching some YouTube stuff, and John is just furious. He's like, no, you know, we could make more if we smash more stuff. And everyone tells him that's not a viable business strategy. Even on YouTube, eventually you'll have to pay for the stuff you smash. And he just says, but imagine a way where you didn't have to pay smashing stuff. And that's possibly worst John Lennon accent ever put on any form of entertainment or media. But that's fine, you know, we're all here to have fun. So this dialogue is completely inconsequential. It's just, like I say, a bunch of lads being lads, probably, you know, having fun, going on Grindr, you know, jogging, that sort of thing. Anyway, John smashes the TV and says he can't understand what their main goal is at this point. But as it cuts to later on, and I have no idea what the time frame for this movie is, they're driving to a concert, I guess, maybe. No, I don't think, if Beatles were actually like this, I don't think they would have succeeded. These guys seem quite aimless and just doing stuff for the lulz, which is good troll vernacular, but in terms of the actual movie, in terms of them trying to come across as people who have a clue what they're doing, they fail, although I don't think they're meant to. So, you know, maybe I'm just reading it wrong. This didn't start to movie because Hostel had similar horrendously awful human beings in main roles, like the characters. The actors probably fine people, the characters, and this movie's following that, and oh my god, it's got a close up of this guy's lips and his nose and his tash, and it's not something you want to see. And Guy's just well, he's not finished, they haven't even started yet, but Guy and woman from earlier and his missus, she's discovered that there's a camera there. I don't think he is hiding it particularly, but and now we're cutting back to the Beatles, and this is a lot of cutting. So they're breaking in some guy's house, I guess, to steal a tape or something. I mean, it's sort of difficult because I can't have dialogue on too loud. I have seen this movie a lot, so I know gist, but I can't have dialogue on too loud, because if it goes too loud, it'll probably infringe on 6,000 or 7,000 degrees of copyright. even if this is not making money now, in theory someday it might. So you don't want to piss off the big boys too early, and there's no bigger boys than Collective and bloody disgusting. Let me assure you, they are the biggest boys of them all. If I'm not saying much, it's because they're literally trying to break into the house and they've only just managed to. There's not a lot recapping stuff like this. Incidentally, I had a couple of comments about how it's a long podcast, and it is, but the joy of this movie is because it's going to be segments that you can literally tune in and out at the end of each segment. Hopefully, I'm hoping people just watch VHS and listen to this while VHS is playing. But if you don't want to, that's fine. It's more segmented this week. I don't know if that's a thing that will stay. It depends on the movie, I guess. But in theory, it'll make recording easier. So I don't have to record all in one go. I can record in batches, which is better because a lot of these movies are very difficult to sit through more than once, to be honest, in a long sitting. And I don't have to watch these things 2 or 3 times. Other racing, I think some movies, new ones, I will watch a couple of times before I do these recordings. Or there's some were better without them. But VHS I've seen so many times that I'm not going to watch it necessarily all in one go, because it's quite an endurance feat of a movie, to be honest. So Paul, I guess, is startled by a door opening, and he's gone into a room with loads of cameras and TV screens set up, and a guy who looks to be dead. Well, I guess he didn't make it. I was going to make a Beatles pun, but I can't remember what the song was about the when I die when I'm 64 or something like that. Anyway, very old, much older looking Mark Hamill-esque actor is just dead in the chair, and they've decided that they're just going to steal his food. Bunch of meanies, bunch of blue meanies, because they're all wearing blue and they're horrible people. John goes upstairs, and that flashlight and that strobe lighting is giving me flashbacks to what F1 thought the solar flares and lens flares from all of J.J. Abrams' movies, although that's much worse because these guys don't really know how to shoot a movie. Just part of the charm, it looks amateurish, and I think that was the point, but it's just, visually, it's not a very nice movie. Which, again, is the point, but sometimes, you want some striking visuals instead of cheap and sleazy shit. I watch a lot of cheap and sleazy shit, and most of it's not for this podcast, so, it's quite nice sometimes to watch movies where you don't feel like you are literally watching a negative that's being run over by a car. These characters are particularly awful human beings, and the actors, I think they're doing a good job portraying how scummy these characters are, but it's not entertaining to watch, and this is my least favourite part of the movie, to be honest. You have to get through this framing device to get to core movie, and I understand why they did it, because anthology movies do need a framing device, but this is just, so bad. And we'll come back to this later on. Anyway, he's pressing play on video, so this will, in a few minutes, end the first segment. Oh no, it's ejecting video, and it's going to go on for a bit longer. We got to see every excruciating detail of this. And not in Tarantino way, where it's beard intention. This is just like some arsehole with a shitty beard. I guess this is George Harrison's character. Or George Harrison equivalent. Rest in peace, George. Anyway, he's watching first thing, so I'm going to press pause now. And we're recording the end. The start of the movie is the last thing I'm recording from the movie, and so we're in progress bit with the Google Glass boys, the lads being lads, and recording with glasses, and got this nerdy guy who I'm going to call Jeff, his arsehole guy I'm going to call Cliff, named after Clifford the big red dog, that fuckhead. And we got Barnaby, the arsehole. And basically just is you've got nerdy guy, you've got the dickhead guy, jock guy, and you've got the guy who doesn't do anything. And the guy doesn't do anything. Barnaby is simulating sets, and now they're driving and they're watching porn as they drive, because we are dealing with the classiest human beings on the planet. I sound exhausted, which won't make any sense, because in future chapters I'm going to sound really enthusiastic. This has been recorded way out of order. They're at a shitty club. Looks just like the one of the terrible ones from university, like the Angel that I used to go to in Aberystwyth. Incidentally, used to go to Aberystwyth. It's an amazing place. These places look like shit. Clifford is being an arsehole. They're in another terrible nightclub, their bar. We see a woman with very big eyes, who I'm going to call Consuela. No, I'm going to call Connie. They see another woman who this looks like her first movie, and she's not sure where her career is going. And after this movie, she won't be any the wiser. I'm going to call her Becky Quo, because I like that name. Becky Quo is like quite into the whole idea of like flirting with these arseholes. She doesn't mind flirting with Clifford. She's quite pleasing to the eyes, but the bartender doesn't look convinced. He thinks that he might have to call the cops, and I think he's going to bar these guys in a second. They all look very drunk, and Barnaby is just a complete arsehole who's talking shit. Becky Quo is trying to convince Clifford that he might be in, but and there's Connie. Connie looks very confused and very stoned. This chapter is called Lads Being Lads by. Oh, there's Connie, and she's got big fucking eyes, huge eyes, anime eyes, and she's saying she likes Jeff. She's got big, bugged out, drugged up eyes. She looks like she's having a cocaine concoction. Jeff tries to buy her a drink, but she's like, I don't drink. And then she drinks some alcohol, so he's very confused. Jeff is trying to convince her to come join them, but she only knows one line of English, which is, I like you. And Jeff is like, hey, I like you too, but he's really drunk, and his head looks as sore as mine. Connie keeps saying, I like you, and it's at this point that any sane person would be like, I'm out, I'm not dealing with you. Jeff is in the bathroom, he looks really drunk, and he's laughing about how drunk he is. And he's a bit of a dumbass, because he's really smug. So he walks out the bathroom, and we cut to him staring at Connie, who's staring at Cliff. Barnaby and Clifford picks up Becky Quo, and everyone in this place looks really drunk and high, and they're all having fun and drinking alcohol and living a high life. They're all, I think they may be students, but they all look like they're about to be kicked out. And they're pushed out, and they're like, hey, we don't care, we'll leave anyway. And Barton's like, why don't you fuck off? Bouncers are like, why don't you fuck off even? And Clifford is like, we're going to do some drugs, because we're young, we're hip, we're badass, we want to do some drugs, we want to do some black cocaine. They talk to Connie, or they try and talk to Connie, but she wants nothing to do with any of them. Barnaby's really bad reflexes, because he goes down to have a chat with her, and she's moved by the time he gets down there, and he looks confused. Becky Quo comes over, and she's like, guys, let's party. And they're like, okay. So despite being like 7 people a few minutes ago, now 10 people, now they're down to 5. Barnaby doesn't seem to realise that if you have two ladies and 3 guys, the math is off. But he doesn't look like Bryce Spark on the planet. Becky is trying to, I don't know why she's bothering with Barnaby. He looks really fucking high, and his entire look screams date rapist. And like, even before you get to some of the bits coming up, he really does look like date rapist. These guys look like guys, even the character from Hostel be like, we want nothing to do with you. So they're driven by a taxi driver, and Clifford convinces Connie to do some cocaine, And he's talking about having a skosh of cocaine, which I don't think he understands what cocaine is or how it works. And I don't think you should really give someone you've just met. You shouldn't really do cocaine anyway, but you definitely shouldn't give it to someone you've just met. Let alone someone's eyes are already that bugged. I mean, she looked high. She looked high before this, and now she looks super high. Movie's done a poor job by way of trying to make out whether Becky Quote and Clifford are actually dating or whether they've just met tonight. I don't think it really matters. The movie's not really done a good job of creating any characters. It's amazing how quick this segment, it took so long before and now it feels so quick. Must skip a fair bit at the start because there's a lot of explanation about how Google Glasses work, but anyway, fuck it. So Jeff is really out of it. Well, I think he's out of it. This actor looks very alert, and they haven't shown him doing any heroin or cocaine, so he shouldn't be this alert. Maybe it's like Hollywood, where they think that weed makes you paranoid. Maybe they think it also makes you super alert, which I do not believe is the case. He's in bathroom, and where he goes out of bathroom, and Connie is lying on bed, and Becky Quote and Clifford are getting in, and Barbie sat on coach laughing. He looks really high. Connie's trying to get Jeff into swim things. I don't know, like I did my partying a lot when I was younger and last year. I don't remember being in situations like this. Like the idea of public Hollywood's weird thing where they seem to think that people maybe do, and it's just maybe I just fit my friends better, but I've no desire to be in this sort of situation with friends. Like, why would you want to have sex in the same room as your friends like this? And especially like Barnaby clearly looks like he wants to be tapped in, and like getting a weird freeway, like a devil's freeway, I guess. But why would you want to do that? Like, that's strange to me. Like, I'm all for experimentation, but that's like it is weird. Like, it's strange. Like, but the impression I get is Barnaby wants to watch Clifford and Jeff have sex with a lady each at the same time. That's just weird. Like, I'm just gonna say it. That's odd. It's just strange. Like anyway, Beckway's fallen asleep. She's out like a light, and Clifford's pissed because he didn't realise up now, and he's trying to wake her up because he is creepy and screaming date rapist. He's trying to get her in the mood, but she's not buying it, and he's pissed off. He's fucking furious now. He's telling his friend shut up. Barnaby's still laughing, and Clifford is full on furious now because he wanted this evening go one way and it's not. It's sort of like, maybe you should have given her cocaine and weed and alcohol, you stupid fuckhead. I have no sympathy for this character, but he's proper angry. He threatens Barnaby, and I think this guy's done way too many drugs. He wants sex, but I think he's like hasn't properly done the drug contest. He hasn't properly managed his drug levels. But then he turns and he sees Connie, and he's like, well, we don't need two women. We can both take one. And so he's getting into swim things, and she doesn't look like she wants to at all. She looks very nervous, but very confused. And Jeff is like, dude, what's going on? And she's reluctant, but she's going with it. So I guess she's given some form of consent. And Jeff is like, no, I really don't want to watch Clifford have sex with her. But Clifford is pointing out, he's sort of like, come over here, get involved, get in game. And Connie isn't dissuading. So Jeff walks back over, chagrined. He's like, he doesn't really know what to do. Connie can't take her eyes off Jeff. She wants him. So clearly she wants him. And oh, here we go, full nudity, and that is really... Her feet look weird, by the way. They look odd, and these guys are too drunk to notice. I mean, here's the thing. I get that this movie's going sleazy, but I feel really uncomfortable, and I feel really bad for the actress. It's really manipulative. So she flips him over and mounts him, and then she's really getting into it now, and she grabs Jeff, and she kisses him, and her mouth and her tongue are completely black, and it's a really wet slob kiss. And then she reaches for his jeans and starts taking his pants off and reaching to grab his penis, and she's gonna do the but then she's gonna jerk him off, but then Barnaby, you fuck, he wants to get involved and he's too drunk, and she's like, no, see where she draws the line is three guys bang there, is jerking one guy off while mounting one guy and then getting reamed from behind by another guy. That's where she draws the line. Even Jeff is like, that shit's weird. They're my best friends and we're literally all going to be hitting up this woman at the same time. So Barnaby is walking over to her, he's completely naked, and Jeff is inconsolable. He's like, that's fucked up, I don't want any part of this. But then he's smiling because he can't act, and he's like, I might go for this after all, because what a dickhead. But he can't, because Barnaby runs in and he's got a gaping wound on his hand, and he only seems mildly concerned about it. And then he's sort of like, what is this woman's problem? And her back is opened up and her spine is almost popping out, and she's screaming at Connie, and she's screams at him and roars, and Connie is ripping open Clifford's chest and she's biting him, and Jeff and Barnaby both run for the bathroom. Barnaby's butt naked, and we need equality in horror movies. That's true. We need more equality, so we get a shot of him fully naked, because the fan disservice has to be really awkward to watch. And Clifford is literally having every part of him ripped open, and limbs and hands and that ripped off. And Barnaby's like, we got to do something. And Jeff's like, what? And Barnaby's like, we could beat her up. And Jeff, and then no, because they decide to go back in the bathroom when Connie jumps up in the air holding Clifford, and they both jump the floor. And that's where nudity was, by the way, because you need nudity in horror movies, and I'm not feeling great at all. And Jeff's trying to figure out what to do, and Barnaby's trying to use this crazy drug strength to rip the shower beam off, and he uses it. He's got it like a crowbar, but he can't open the door because he's a fucking idiot. And he's using the shower pipe as like a shower bar, as like a beam, even as like a lead pipe. And Connie's there, and she's making a weird motion with her hands, and Barnaby squeezes, lunges even. No, he doesn't lunge, hasn't lunged yet. He's going for a home run. Jeff tries to wake Becky up, but she's out cold. And Barnaby says, there's the Becky go fuck safe, tries swinging, but she grabs it easily, throws him down and starts chewing and kind of teeth chugging. And Jeff is trying to figure out what to do, and he finds Clifford's body, and he's been massacred, fucking ripped to bits. And TV's still playing a horror movie, which is generic foreshadowing. And Jeff, I don't know whether he turns safe here or not, but he's taking ages trying to leave. And he's crawling now, and he looks petrified. The lamp's broke, and he's trying to figure out whether he can get to the door or not. I don't think it's being hurt at this point, but it's kind of poorly edited. And Connie is literally eating Barnaby, ripping him bits. And she's ripped his penis and his balls off, because we can see them, and that's lovely. That's how it makes someone feel better when they've got a headache and their stomach's a bit chippy, to see a dismembered penis and some balls and some testicles. It's lovely. And she's spitting up blood, and Jeff's trying to get door as quickly as he can. And this movie is disgusting, and this is a way to end the movie part of the podcast. And Jeff is running for his life, and he's trying to get people to... No, he's not trying to get people to see him. He's running for the door, and like fucking idiot, he falls downstairs. No, he hasn't fallen downstairs yet. Now he falls. What a twat. And he's fucked up his hand because the bone's sticking out. And it's only one flight of stairs, you dumbass. And literally you can see bones sticking out of his hand, and he looks... Oh, it's kind of gross. He's trying to get up, but there's blood everywhere, and his hand is actually fucked. How would you fall like that? That's very specific, like very specific injury, and he's trying to crawl away. And then looks up, and Connie's there, and her face is messed up, and you can see like she's proper demonic, like siren level now, and she's crawling downstairs, and now she's saying something, and her face is fucked up. And she's like, we can make love now. And I gotta tell you, this is terrifying. She's saying she likes Jeff, and at this point, he should just go with it, because like, you don't want to mess with a woman who's got that sort of expression. And she makes licks her lips, and she's making the gesture that she wants to please him and go down low, and she's trying to give him a blowjob, and Jeff doesn't look convinced. He looks really sad. And instead of her thinking, maybe if I try a different technique, she just looks really sad, and he's not getting into it. Doesn't really think about the fact that she's just murdered his two best friends. I guess being a siren is different rules. She's like, no like, and she looks really sad and starts crying. And at this point, you might think, in Jeff, look what you've done, you've made her cry, but she just murdered his best friends, and he's literally in shock. I mean, he just saw Marmby's penis. Like, I didn't like Marmby, I didn't rate him, but, you have figured that seeing your best friend's dismembered penis and balls is quite a worrying thing to see. Like, no one's coming back from that. She's proper screaming now, and Jeff is crawling for the door, and she roars, and Jeff is crawling fast as he can. He's trying to get to his feet. Somehow managed to get to his feet. He's running, he's knocking on doors. No one's answering, because would you answer? Woman at windows like, fuck off, get out of here. Another woman at windows, so like, get out of here, you're bleeding. He's bleeding profusely, and she's telling him get out. And Jeff is running as a guy and his daughter coming out. And this guy at a pickup truck bats up because Jeff is pulled up into the sky by Connie. And they're flying, literally flying, and he's screaming. And Connie, that is a terrible effect shot. And Connie's going and going and going, and she's going, and no. Either Jeff falls and dies, or his Google Glass is full. It's not made clear. Anyway, that is the last chapter. So, in a jolly bizarre twist, I recorded the audio for chapter 2, which was about the succubus story in VHS, and it decided to... Well, not it decided, when I was editing it, because I'm trying to edit each segment or chapter as I go along, it said, do you want to trim 7 seconds? And I did, and then it deleted all but 7 seconds of the audio. So I took a break for a while, and now I'm going to be doing the second after that. So it's the second, framing device. So this is quite strange. As you go back and listen to this, when I put segment 2 back in, it would have been recorded after I watched segment 3. So this is going to be quite a strange podcast, but what can you do? So I will press play now. So it's just the tail end of the last bit, and now we're back to framing device. It's a chair with, I don't know, Paul's just walked in the room and the zombie guy is I mean, it's not a zombie yet, he's dead. So, he'll come back as zombie, we all know that, but for the moment he's dead. Camera is readjusted because it's put down looking at the zombie guy, and now we're coming back to the video from before with the woman find out that her partner is making sex tape about them, and she's not happy about it, and then we're back to the framing device, and John is walking downstairs into the basement. He's flashing his torch everywhere, a bunch of cleaning supplies. He's looking for that mysterious tape or whatever it is, the Deus Ex machine they're looking for. He can't find shit, so there's a lot of nothing going on, a lot of showing off of tools and paint and stuff. I mean, it's a house, guys. Come on, get on with it. What the fuck is this? This is just a big ball of nothing at this point. You literally it's just household objects. Like, they found loads of videotapes the guy had, and they're not sure which one. I like to think this is every copy of VHS on VHS, and they just thought, hey, we'll promote it. It's a bit like Bad Ben, where guys obviously try and sell his house, but no one buys, so he just keeps making more movies hoping someone will buy it from him so he can make a profit. But the movies are terrible. I actually like Bad Ben though. If Shudrev gets it, it's definitely on my list. But anyway, I'm rambling because nothing is happening. This is one of the most boring framing devices I've ever seen. I mean, it doesn't hit, and I've got the sound turned off for copyright reasons, but oh my god, guys, like, literally nothing is happening. So I'm gonna recommend alcoholic beverage again. It's a wonderful way to spend an evening, and they're a great sponsor. Oh, taste that almond corn butter taste. Oh, it's wonderful. Christ, can you get on with it? Movies like, I saw the time of it, and apparently it's an hour 58 or something, and it's like nothing is happening. I always assumed this was like a really quick 90-minute movie, but actually having to talk about it, it's just like, get on with it, for God's sake. Like, okay, so he's going to put enough tape in, so there's multiple VHSs, I guess. And that's almost the end of framing device, so for now, thank God, 4 minutes of my life I'll never get back. I won't get the time back, the 18 minutes of the upload video, I won't get back. So zombie guy in the background who's not a zombie yet yeah, so that's the end of that framing device, so we're going to pause here. So this is segment chapter 2. Wow, we're getting going now. And I press play, and it's a close-up of a woman's face. And she has short black hair and the smile of someone not being beaten down by Hollywood. And she's in a car in the desert. And this is a riveting way to start. She's talking, I can't really hear anything she's saying. Sorry, for context, I'm watching this on my awesome TV. Because, you need an awesome TV. And unfortunately have to turn sound down because I don't want to be sued for copyright. Now they're at a gas station. Customers, please play here. Play or pay. Meeting her beau, for lack of a better term. He's kind of a dopey looking guy, but this is Hollywood, so that's gay. Looks like a bird shit all over the windows. Go admire the atmospheric quality of that. And it looks like, in contrast to last section, which, as I mentioned, I need to re-record, so this is going to be horribly out of context. So in that section, you'll notice a bunch of lads being lads, and now it's a couple being coupley. They're going for a walking woods, driving woods, I guess, driving desert, woody desert forest area. And now they're in town. They're moving past some wind chimes. I'm getting flashbacks to Bay. You're getting flash forwards to Bay because I'll be getting to that shortly review in about a month's time, I guess. Oh, we see a horse. Oh, it looks so happy. Or drugged up. Happy or drugged up. I mean, this is quite a nice thematic throwback to the last segment, which was about a bunch of druggy lads. And now it's a very stoned looking horse. But it looks so happy. Seriously, like, you have a bad day at work and you wish that you could be as zoned out as this horse, but for what you need to get that zoned out, it would be, like, probably disastrous for your career. That's Twilight, and not the movie or the book, but just Twilight, American flag in background, because, yeah, America, fuck yeah, it's the best. And they're driving some more, and driving, and it's cloudy, and it's, oh shit, camera's going all over the place, what the fuck is that about? It's like and now we cut static, and we're in the room, and the bedroom, the temporary boudoir is, and it doesn't look very nice, and they got, instead of a super comfy double bed, they got single beds. And you've got a little desking mill for them to stop them sliding together for some, like, carnal joys. And the woman's got a camera and she's recording the door, and I don't know, like, I think she's just, yeah. That's pretty much it. This movie, I don't know if it's improved with sound on, but so she's checking out bed and she's trying to see how much shit is there, because, you know, the sheets are stained. She says that she's going to put a towel down over it, but that's not really going to do much good. Now they're looking at a pair of cowboy boots and in a memorabilia store. It's kind of like one from Back to the Future 2. Only this wasn't shot in 2015. It was shot a fair bit before that. So it's crazy to think it's 2015, you know? Like, Back to the Future's future has come and gone. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. So it's just stuff happening and not a lot happening, and just they're at Wild West Junction and the woman seems into it. I don't know if these movies improve by, like, having sound turned off. Oh, they found the old miner. Sadly, it's not Casey Grammer from Toy Story 2, but here's a prospector, and he's got some prospects for the two of them. Oh, they get to see their future. Now, I'm guessing this is a bit where, no, she's putting money in because, you know, need to drag this out as much as possible. You're probably thinking something supernatural is going to happen, but, like, it's just coincidence in this one. This is kind of horror, but not really. The old miner, the old miner, like the All-Father, is telling her that she's going to be reunited with a long-lost love, and she's like, what? No. And then basically, her boyfriend's going to die, and he's like, no, it won't happen. That won't happen, surely. You know, that old miner might as well be called red herring as far as I'm concerned. So you'll notice a pattern in these movies of the female characters are the more likeable ones, and males are basically arseholes. I don't know whether this was intentional, but in the post-Me Too era, it's very good to see, you know, like these strong, well-written, happy female characters. You know, it's like, it's refreshing. You don't need drama or anything like that. No, you just need scenes like this, where the woman is getting undressed and guys like, I think I can talk her into, you know, a bit of sex, and she doesn't want to, and he's like, no, it's okay, it's all cool, we can record it. And she says eventually, after he gropes her, that he's going to record it, and she says, no, I'll do it if you stop recording. And he's like, but I want to record. And this is when, like, these movies, it goes back to the opening where it's really genuinely kind of creepy and sleazy. But at the same time, it's like, it's trying to posit that it's meant to be cheap and sleazy and uncomfortable, but it's really uncomfortable to watch because it adds fuel when you watch this entire part again. That this is not a very nice relationship between these two, and he is a complete piece of shit. And that's why this chapter is called "This Guy's a Complete Piece of Shit." And that is a still from Tarantino. You know, if you get a chance, you should. I'm going to do this a fair bit during this movie, to be honest, because I'm not. It does not hold up where I thought. But you really should watch A Hateful Eight. It is so good. As a non-linear story, oh man, it's like Tarantino took everything that people had gotten about and doubled down on so much of it, and then doubled up on other parts of it. Interestingly, if you look at her top, like the nice comfortable car jumping that she's wearing, that image of the deer, that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's foreshadowing VHS 2. And VHS 2 I'm doing next week, by the way. That will go up on Friday the... Shit, what day is it on Friday? It's 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Friday 13th. Wow, okay. Huh. It's strange because I'm not... Wait, is it Friday 13th? 3rd? I don't... Probably. I have to see if that... I'm debating whether I want to do a Friday 13th review on that day. I think I'll wait. You know, I think I should do VHS 2. Strike while the iron's hot. Anyway, being ignoring this movie because it's pretty boring. There's a knock at the door and there's a woman outside. And for all of you who've watched The Purge, you're like, oh no, is she wearing a mask? And is she a member of the bourgeoisie? No, we're cutting black and it's next morning. And she's... No, not next morning. She's just wandering around outside. You know, just chilling, just wandering. It's terrifying because, like, you know, we've all had this happen to us where you just look outside and there's someone wandering around wearing overcoat, looking creepy, acting creepy, dressed creepy. But you can't say anything. It's just sort of like, don't want to get hit. You don't want to get stabbed. You don't want to be, like, cut open by a dirty needle or syringe or something like that. You know, assumptions are great. Wait, there's the woman's got a camera now, and the guy is like, no, I won't be recorded. Go away, put it down, because we're dealing with hypocrisy here. But he also is quite rattled because this woman was asking someone who doesn't exist in his mind, and my God, this guy looks just like Russell Tovey. And the idea that you can get a budget version of Russell Tovey, an American budget version of Russell Tovey, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Sorry, that's my notepad falling down. This guy looks really rattled, and he does a good job looking rattled, but now he's sort of like smiling again, and it's got weird. Would this be better with music, with actual sound? I've seen this lot, so I'll work out just what they're saying, and you can obviously hear what they're saying, because hopefully you'll be watching along. Oh, God knows how this one will work. You have to keep pausing at 5 seconds, just like I am. God, these two, boring. I'm going to turn sound up a bit, I think. Just a tiny bit. Apparently there's something scary about this woman, but it's not really established at the moment what that is. And this is a lot of build up to nothing, by the way. Like, I just want to add that now. I don't want any of you thinking that there's going to be any actual progression to these stories. It's not tension for tension's sake. So I'm just writing down, I'm trying to edit this as I go along, so I'm writing down the name for this chapter. I think I'll have to blur out shit in the actual title of this segment. I'm trying something, like I said, I'm trying something new this week, going by segment or chapters even, and then back ending it with the framing device. That'll be chapter 0, and each subsequent chapter, like chapter 1 is lads being lads, which I haven't caught yet because I fucked up first recording, and this chapter 2, this guy's a piece of SHIT. So now he's locking the door, you know. He shouldn't have done it before. He should have done it hours ago, but now he's just doing it for the first time. See, for context, I like to think that this is set after the opening one. So they know the dangers of, like, letting strangers into your temporary boudoir. Although no one let that guy into their rooms last time, so I know what I'm talking about in that regard. I was going to go with this chapter's called Get On With It, but I think a lot of these chapters could be called that. And I think this is kind of the movie's charm, that it's not very well structured, but at the same time, because it's not really structured and doesn't seem to be a lot of scripts, there's a lot of filler crap in these movies. Chapter's not even close to being over, by the way. So now it's light, and this woman somehow got into the temporary boudoir, and she's got a camera, and she's got creeper vision going. She's got to launch a YouTube channel somehow, and the woman is lying in bed, and she looks. Nope, that's a guy. The hands look very feminine. The guy's lying in bed, and he looks dopey as always, and woman's recording him, and she's like, what I wouldn't give to smash him to death with camera. And they're sleeping separate beds. The couple is sleeping separate beds. The missus is lying in bed, and she looks very comfortable but very sort of fed up and irritated and anxious. It's kind of a comfortable anxiety, I guess. She's just lying there, and this woman recording is pulling back the covers, because that's what you do when you break into a hotel room, I guess. I've never done that. I never really want to do that. And we get a shot of her underwear, and sort of a nice contradiction. You've got like the comfortable jumper and the sort of very comfortable underwear, and this strange woman runs a knife along the woman's thigh and bare buttocks, and Mrs. doesn't seem bothered by it. She just pulls covers up again, and then we cut to the boyfriend and then we pan down to. We're not really cutting. It's like you're moving camera, because it's meant to be. It's in one take. Not very interesting take, but it's in the same take, and they won't look at the camera of this next morning and see that someone's in their room, or that the camera has suddenly jumped along in terms of footage and has almost no battery left. So this strange woman is rustling through clothes, and through used clothes like jeans and that, and she's clearly looking for something, and she finds a backpack, and she opens it, and inside is a wallet. And this is why I keep the wallet by my bed at all times, because if someone breaks in, they have to go around, to get the wallet, and also it's right by me, so that's fine. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, actually. Yeah, I probably would edit that, but then I'd have to re-edit this entire thing, so forget I said it. And it's so boring that I'm discussing Tarantino movies and my personal basic security session. Anyway, we're in the bathroom now, and this woman's still recording, and she's going to do the old... Oh, she's going to do the old toothbrush up your arse routine. I'll show the boyfriend that sexist pig. Well, she is going for the toothbrush. She's going. She knows which toothbrush to get. She's got. Oh, she's toilet dunking it. Oh, she's swirling. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's disgusting. Oh, the shoulder face, and there's metallic there. Oh, no. Oh, God, there's, the the urine, the toilet water, the poo water. Oh no, oh man. Oh no, you nasty, you horrible, you monster. You're worse than Jason Voorhees, you're worse than Freddy Krueger, you're worse than Pinhead, Chucky, and Leatherface combined, because you dumped the toothbrush down into the bowl with the, oh no, oh he's brushing his teeth, oh his teeth, oh he's going to smell piss and shit, oh no, oh that's horrible, oh the poor guy, oh man, and we're in a scene where they're driving again. He's angry because his money's gone. Where's his money gone? He's not angry in that his breath smells of shit and piss and like and pooey urine. No, he's angry because his money's gone. Which, this is riveting, guys. We got like a toothbrush down toilet. We got a theft. We got an argument between couple with no chemistry. Wow, man. This is just, I changed my mind. This is great. This is like, this is the cure-all to a bad day at work. Trust me. This is like, oh yeah, man, like the toilet brush, the toothbrush down the toilet. She turned it into a toilet brush. She dumped it down the toilet. I mean, like, they haven't made a crossover movie. It's gonna be like Jason, Freddy, Chucky, Leatherface. And even though name, is it going to appear on screen? No, because Amazon Prime doesn't have any options. I'm going to call her Becky Quo, because I like that name. It's going to be in all my scripts, by the way. So Becky Quo, you know, like the woman who inspires a random woman. I'm going to call her like creepy woman, because I'm a writer. Becky Quo inspired creepy woman to dunk the brush. She swore she dunked the brush, man. She dunked that shit. And now we've got like budget Russell Tovey, and they're walking and they're hanging out, and like they're walking and they're going in through caverns and shit, and not caverns, crevices and shit, and this is boring to watch as it is to describe and as it is to do. I like being in nature. I like that sort of thing. This looks so boring. Oh my god, this is so dull. What is wrong with these people? Like, you expect some fucking Jawas to show up or something. People. You know, with that shit, I can't do it. But, you know, in theory, if I could do it, that's what it'd be. And it's not even shots of like creepy woman background and stuff like that. Like, which you would think. She's just not there. She's not there at all. If you hear noise in backgrounds, because I mess about with the pen. I'm trying to write this shit and edit it so I go along, because this has to be done by Friday. And this is being recorded on Monday at 6:27. Monday, 3rd September, and it's got to be done by Friday. I'm going to try in future do them all do everything on Sunday, but so with Becky Quo and Budget Russell Tovey with the big ears and the jug head and the stupid glasses and the stupid trousers and shoes, and Becky Quo with the gormless smile expression. They're going to drive home at some point, I guess, and like, this is just, I could have called this chapter "Get the fuck on with it." I mean, like, although I say that 54 minutes into the movie, so this has been 20 minutes, and it's gone by, or about 20 minutes, and it's gone by quite quick, to be honest. Like, so that's good, because I won't get this finished. Like, the goal is to finish this by Thursday, be honest, because it won't upload early, you know, like by midnight on Friday. Jesus, but just like, even so, this does feel like it's been about an hour. Like, I hope it doesn't feel like you guys listen to it. Watching it, yes, listen to it, no. I hope this is a smooth, operatic listen. As smooth as the alcoholic beverage, which we're promoting, or I'm promoting this week rather. That'll be a later episode. And it's got an almond taste, and it tastes of vinegar and butterscotch. So I do recommend that. Anyway, we're cut to black. Not like Alistair Black. That's fade to black, I guess. I'm a wrestling fan, if you didn't notice. So we fade it to black, and we're watching the creepy woman, I'm guessing. They're feminine hands, but they're budget Russell Tovies. And he's asleep. And, oh man, oh no. Oh no. Oh, his bare neck is in... Oh, we get shots of his bare neck. And his oh no, his bare neck. Oh no, no, no. She going to dunk brush again? She going to dunk brush? Is she going to... what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh no, she's got no. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, stab, road, stab. Oh Jesus, blood! Stab, road, stab, road, driving, stab, cut, stab, driving, good, stab, driving, drive down road, gore, sing full blood. Oh, creepy woman with her face. She's wearing a mask. Take the mask off. She's kissing Becky Quo. They're making out. They're recording it. Drive down road. Drive away. They make out, and there's no chemistry whatsoever. And they're recording mirror, and drive, and they're driving, and there's some more driving, and they're driving down road. They're driving, and Becky Quo's face, and she's asking creep woman, "Did you finish recording it?" And that's the end of the chapter. And that was. See, fun story. First time I watched this movie, I left the room during that part, and when came back, segment's over, and I actually asked. I was watching a few people and asked what happened. There's like that happened. I was like, what? That's a shit ending. It's a bit shit. I hope you paused your one, by the way, too, because I paused mine, and that was on static. It was a bit shit. Like, it just ends, and I guess the point of it was like, oh, the relationship's shitting, these two are cheating on each other, and blah, 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 blah. Not cheating on each other. Creep woman, Beckwell, we're having an affair and all that, but it's kind of shit. It just ends. Like, a lot of gore. Like, that was a lot of blood. There was blood everywhere. Jesus Christ. But, I mean, at the same time, that was like... anticlimactic. Anyway, I'm going to stop this part. I'm going to take a few minutes, and then I'm going to continue next part, if that's all right. So I will see you instantaneously on this, but in actuality, it'll probably be 50 minutes or so. Okay? And we're back to Paul McCartney, or Paul, and he's watching TV, and he's trying to mess around with the framing of it, and this... Oh, if you notice, background's gone. Zombie Man's gone. Zombie Brian Epstein's gone. So, you know, that's a turn up butts. And we cut to John Lennon, or John, as he's messing about, and he's trying to figure out what is going on in the basement, and he's worn vast pans of yellow paint, and this looks like a submarine, so... That's riveting. And then we stop and we cut to a woman's face. And that is the start of the next part. And we're back. And with herbal tea, no less. We're in a car with the fine young bunch of teenagers. These bunch of Rubens. It's close up of one in yellow of her breasts. Because why not? They're covered. So, you know, there you go. No her crotch, but we got to pull up because we don't have time for love, Dr. Jones. There's no time for love, Dr. Jones. They ride past the guy on the highway, the hitchhiker, scumbag. Having great banter, like, you almost fucking, you boardwalk motherfucker, you shit. Anyway, we got all bases covered. We've got blonde, we got brunette, we got the... other woman, oh no, things from features. I've got nerd with glasses, we've got a guy in front for the camera, and a bit of stubble who looks like he's 30. So, you know, we're covering all bases, you know, we've got a little bit of, like, you know, upper late teenage paedophilia going on. these actors all do look different ages. Like, got a guy who looks 30, one looks 20, one who looks just over 18, one looks about 17. And where they're doing some drugs and they're chilling out in a liquor store and eating Kit Kats and shit, you know. They're all having fun doing what kids do, eating Kit Kats and shit, having fun, drugs, Kit Kats and shit, having fun, drugs, Kit Kats and shit, fun, drugs, having fun, Kit Kat and shit, and drugs. And then Kit Kats. This guy in front looks like Jacqueline Phoenix, if like Jacqueline Phoenix was a teen idol in his 30s, which he's not, so here's another fine example of we gotta set these characters up, we gotta create the intrigue, we gotta create suspense. But what I think of is, thank God this isn't a full movie of these characters. They come to a sign saying dead end and they drive past it, because why not? They're driving up a road and they see a deer and oh, that deer is so adorable. The deer's presenting to them for some reason, and then it runs off when it realises none of them's going to take the bait. One guy's is threatening to eat a bug, which is gross. Poor bug. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why people, you know, murder ants and spiders and stuff like that? They're harmless, you know. Like, I'm sure they're not in some ways, but in other ways, it's like, oh, you just Elliot, what an arsehole. But it's like, you know, don't use your position in life to bully other seemingly lesser life forms. Like, to maliciously do it, that's just messed up. Now we get the nerd who's in love with the woman in yellow. I say love, it's teen movie love. It's basically, I want some of that ass, you know? Yeah, which creates the wrong message for kids, I think. Because, I mean, they portray it's love, but they should just be more honest and going, they just want to fuck, you know, like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the idea that it always has to be about love is just, and that's why I have to sip my herbal tea. So the close up of her face, and these two actresses are quite expressionistic. I'm going to call blonde one Willow, and I'm going to call one with black hair Buffy, because I want to be slightly odd. Got some vibe of Blair Witch Part 2. They find the wall and they're fixated by the wall because apparently murder's happening. Oh shit, there's a flash on the screen, a Fight Club style flash of like something shit that will come play later on. Massacred dead body in this case. Buffy throws a bunch of leaves and shit, might actually be shit at camera, and they have to clean it off, which is riveting. They find a dead body with its guts ripped out and its like ribcage showing, and one of them tries to lick it, and it's like, why? That doesn't make any sense. Are these kids literally brain damaged? Well, they might be. They are drug addicted Kit Kat takers. Buffy's just hanging out by the water, and she's saying that she's there because they're all going to die, and then the other guy's like, wait, what? So camera something, we see a flash of a guy in water with his back torn apart and his arse crack showing. It's fascinating to see movies like this, what people find more repulsive. Like the back being cut open, that's gory, but chubby guy's arse crack, oh, it's horrible. It's like, oh, now we've got the you're all going to die here. Actually, I know, it's just like great dialogue, you know, like, and these characters want to like each other. And they're throwing stuff in water and chilling out and lying down. And I'm glad this was not my teenage years. Like, this really isn't the stuff of high drama or excitement. But I won't go into too much detail on my teen years because they were high drama and excitement. In some ways. Not in others, but in some ways. So now comes the part where lads got to be lads and they got to do some weed and giving peer pressure. Smoke peace pipe, as the vernacular has it. And it's sort of like you're square because he doesn't want to smoke weed and he doesn't want to trip light. Fantastic. Hollywood really doesn't know what smoking weed is like. It doesn't even come close to understanding what it actually feels like to do it. Or so I've heard. It just annoys me because, like, at least be consistent, but they don't really know what, like, drink alcohol's like either, to be honest. This is riveting. Seeing people smoke weed for the first time. They don't know what they're doing. And it's weird because this movie is clearly made by people who smoke a lot of weed. I mean, it has no plot for one thing. And now they're remembering that something happened here and lots of people died because, you know, it's a movie, they have to conveniently remember that shit like 10 minutes into the fucking story. And now Buffy's telling them it was all real and she survived. And it was messed up. She's been dead serious, and don't call her Shirley. You know, that's for... Less and less people get that joke every year, but it's still a really good joke. So for those who notice, I might sound quite snuffly, and my voice might be like doing the Joker thing. I have a cold, and I'm getting through it slowly and surely. But joys of doing weekly podcasts is I can't not do this. I have to do an episode a week. Because I want to do an episode a week. I want to keep going, want to get better. And the only way you get better is do it. As Inglourious Bastards put it, you go and get Carnegie Hall, don't you? Well, you can't get there unless you practice. And I got to keep practicing. And if I'm practicing, might as well release it. Anyway, yeah, there's one for the steps. 30-year-old guy, he's taking off his clothes. And he's more arse crap. Oh, it's the arse crap from before. So we know he's going to die. Secondly, herbal tea's lovely this time of night because it sort of relaxes you, which is good because I need to unwind and I drink way too much coffee as it is. But you know what? You can't drink enough of alcoholic beverage. You can't. It's salty, it's almondy, it's peanut with a hint of hazelnut. Oh, and the guy joked around that he's being dragged under the water. What an arsehole. And now Willow is taking like hipster Sander into the woods, and she's saying she wants to show him her cheerleading routine. I imagine it's like I don't want to be that guy, but I imagine there's a lot of teenagers out there. If a pretty woman said to them, "I'm going to show you my cheerleading routine," they'd be like, "Yeah," you know. During teen years, I think kind of wears off a bit after that. Partly when you realise they're usually fucking terrible. It's like, at the time, you get the impression that it's like kind of very teen with that. You know, oh, crap, she just got a knife through the eye. Oh, I didn't notice before, it's HD. You could actually see the eye. I thought it just got rid of it last time. But no, you can actually see the eye dangling alongside. Although wouldn't the knife go through it and it'd be dangling instead of knife being one side and that the other? Oh, and Hipstander gets stabbed like 7 times in the head and then takes him off because, you know, the Shadow Sprite, or as I put it, Peter Pan's the Blair Witch, you know, he's got to scalp 100 teenage heads. You know, because Brad Pitt, he wants his teenage scalps. And he wants his scalps. And he'll get his scalps. It's the worst impression of Aldo the Apache ever. So here we find out that Buffy's plan is to lure these teens into the woods and lure Peter Pan up hiding. So I think it's a good plan because I hate Peter Pan. He's the worst character. He's such a horrible excuse for villain. Now we get the objectification of Guy, but he doesn't like it because he's shy really deep down. You know, he doesn't want to show off his body despite the fact he's stripped mostly naked. And Buffy's saying, do you want to have the sex? And he's trying to protect his dignity. Not sure why. So Buffy suddenly plays a trump card and he realises that she doesn't want to have sex and she was actually in the woods. Which is like, weird time to start believing her. He says he remembers reading about it, but it's sort of like, But I bet he didn't dream about it. I bet he couldn't lose any sleep about it. Stan. It's really good. And then some. So he's starting realising that it's messed up. And it's a neat framing technique because you can see Peter Pan in the background and the image gets more and more scratchy. And it's quite a clever way of doing a villain entrance thing. The iconic thing, part of it. I mean, you never see this. You see Peter Pan again, but you never see Peter Pan's the Blair Witch, in any horror movies. But I do like it. It's quite a cool effect. And it's the first time that someone's really playing with the VHS format. They'll play a bit more in the later segment, which is quite creepy, but for now. So Peter Pan's the Blair Witch, sneaks up behind this guy and slits his throat, and blood is everywhere. Oh, that's disgusting. Blood in his guts, and as I've got to do, there's gore. I don't know if I have to do that again, but you can loop it on video, and who knows, maybe it'll be an iTunes theme at some point. So Buffy outran Peter Pan's the Blair Witch, but then the image gets scratchy again, and Peter Pan Blair Witch is crossing in on her, and oh man, she's made some traps. She's made a hole in ground covered over a bit of wood. No, Peter Pan's Blair Witch falls down, but it doesn't stop him for long, so she runs off, and she's going to go to her next trap, which is, oh, she can't re-articulate it, but she's running, and she runs, and Peter Pan's Blair Witch steps in bear trap, and he does not like that one bit, because that shit ain't cricket. And Buffy gets too close to him and cuts her hand, so she starts running away again. And this is the weirdest episode of Buffy Vampire Slayer I've ever seen. Like, Buffy, you're not a damsel in distress, kick his ass. Don't do traps and shit. I guess when you lose Giles and all that, and I guess when there's like thousands of Slayers all around the planet, that you don't need to be badass anymore. It's even the fact that you count in that this is a villain from a low budget ish horror movie. These effects still look better than any Buffy vampire episode. That show had terrible effects. I liked it back in the day, but terrible effects and villains. Buffy starts doing a State of Nation dress, saying Giles that she's sorry, that she, he died and then he became a child and then he became an adult again. I know I'm spoiling Buffy vampire comic books, but trust me, you don't want to read them. They're not very good. So Buffy's freaking out now, and I'm getting Chronicle flashbacks. She's saying, "Don't come here," but why would we come here? And we see, I guess Riley off Buffy. He's just staggering around. He's bleeding profusely from the neck. He's kind of zombified, but still alive. He walks a bit, he walks a bit, he drops a bit, he walks a bit. Then he turns to see her. And he's stepping forward, step forward, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Then he turns, then he drops, and then he dies, because he's like really dead. And he looks at her as he dies, with the expression of, "What did you do? You murdered me," despite the fact that she didn't. He got murdered because he was an idiot. Buffy's trying to grab him, the image is going straight shit, and oh no, there's Peter Pan's the Blair Witch. He's coming for her, he's coming, oh no, oh man, it's terrifying. Leave, oh, and Peter Pan Blair Witch got caught in a, that's quite an awesome trap. It's like a board of nails that pops up and stabs you through the face if you get too close. That's really cool. Peter Pan's Blair Witch, oh, he's dead and he's sprite and he's screaming and he's in agony. And it's all over, but then starts shaking. Look, whatever you do, don't look away, Buffy, don't look away. If you look away, the camera cuts and the effect goes. Because the effect can't stay while camera goes unless they put in the effect. And she turns back, it's all gone! Where'd it go? Oh man, it's all shit now. Peter Pan jumps up a tree, he taps her. And he's got knife. He's got camera. He's like, yeah. You want to make a movie? Oh, smash. Oh no, here we go. Oh dude, oh god, he's cutting open a gut, and the blood's everywhere, and he's got digging, and the innards, the liver, the heart, Oh man, he's making, he's pulling out the intestines. Oh man, I think she's dead, guys. I don't think she's still alive. And then she starts convulsing, and she becomes one with Peter Pan's the Blair Witch. Now now we have Buffy as Peter Pan's Blair Witch. Whoa, that shit was intense, guys. That was intense. God damn. I think we all need to take a reflection and think of how much we miss Buffy Vampire Slayer, because that is a season finale. A real season finale. Talk about your feminism. God damn. I don't think they're making more of Buffy though. I think that's kind of it. I think once you've seen Peter Pan's the Blair Witch beat Buffy to death with video camera, I think that's how it needs to end. Hey look, we're back with zombie Brian Epstein, who's sat in a different chair now. John Lennon looks very confused. He's trying to figure out what's going on because the other Beatles, the 4 Beatles from Liverpool, have all disappeared. And he's got a bag and he's going through the bag and he's looking for something, and I've just popped open a can of alcoholic beverage. Yum. You notice Brian Epstein wasn't in that chair before, but he is now. And his eyes are moving. And John Lennon is saying to the camera, he's telling us that he's going to record his greatest song. You write Strawberry Fields Forever. I'm assuming he did for context of this joke. He's trying to put the tape in, but he's an idiot, so he can't do it properly. And Sideways on, changed on, and oh wait, there you go. And now we're on the next segment coming up. Nope, he's fucked up the tape and it's falling out of the tape recorder. God, the Beatles are morons. Oh, is something background? Oh, could something happen? Oh. No, nothing can happen? Something? Well, it's on next segment now, so whatever. And we're back with possibly stupidest segment for this entire movie. It's a segment where we find out that you can put a Skype chat onto a VHS tape. And this is point in the movie... some alcoholic beverage background. It's point in the movie we officially realise this is science fiction. Because this is so ludicrously implausible. You know, it's like... The essential gist is this is like the body horror aspect of it, I think. Where we've got a woman on screen with short hair, I'm called Pitsy. And we got a guy in the bottom corner, I'm going to call him Dr. Manhattan. And having a Skype conversation, and she's saying that something wrong with her arm, and he's like, I'm doctor, no there isn't. So she's trying to say, you know, sometimes we know more than doctors, and the doctor's sort of like, ha ha ha, phone my secretary and see if you still believe that. So it's already riveting. Yeah, she's tearing off her top because, you know, we really need to get the sleaze factor going on here. She's wondering if, like, tearing off her bra too, wow. And now she's like flashing the camera. The Me Too movement strikes again, I see. So now we cut later on and it's night and she's in her flat and she looks very confused and very scared, trying to figure out what's going on. She really does look like a Pitsy, which kind of has to do with the sci-fi element for this. So we're getting a tour of her flat and it looks like shit. And she's trying to point out the paranormal activity in her flat. And if I have watched one more of those goddamn movies, if Shudder ever gets paranormal activity, I'll watch the whole thing. But I warn you, I hate those movies and nothing happens. So it'd be the most boring videos ever. If they're recorded, they're not going to be visually recorded. It'll be audio only. But it'd be the most boring podcast you ever heard. It'd just be one man just saying thing into a nervous breakdown for the benefit of all of you people out there in podcast land. Well, I'm really ignoring this movie. So, in some ways, this one's quite cool because it's like a two-hander, I guess. But the problem is, they don't hire people who write these movies who know how to do that. If you had Aaron Sorkin, for example, it'd be really snappy dialogue, really good back and forth. But it's not. It's just vacant. You know, dialogue? Like, very matter-of-fact dialogue. And now we're much later at night, and she's just woke Dr. Manhattan up, and he's like, no, I want to go back to Mars. And she's like, you can't, Watchmen isn't real. And he looks sad briefly, and then he gets back into swim things. And she's maintaining that there's something at her door. And I've seen this movie, and I've lived this before, and it's terrifying thinking that a bunch of little tiny baby aliens are hanging out at your door, or creepy kids. Like, everyone's had nightmare that you wake up in the middle of the evening and you walk in the living room and 2 kids from Shining are there. That's a terrible nightmare. Like, I don't care who you are, you can be fucking King Haku, you know, that shit's terrifying. So a lot of this one is kind of try and go for a sense of a two-hand approach, and also the approach that, like, your eyes will trick you and seeing things that you don't think you'll see, and things in corner of frame. And in theory that's fine, but oh shit, look, like, here now, if you're watching this live, you see a creepy kid in the background. That is the nightmare of all nightmares. Get out of here, you creepy little shit. Terrifying, like, it's like this segment or chapter is trying to put across the notion that having children is the worst, and I don't disagree. Like, you know, terrifying. And now she's infected. This is like a metaphor of having kids. The kids being in house, the ghost kids, the creepy little ghost alien kids, and now she's got infection. You know, she's got cellulitis, really bad cellulitis, so she'll have to go to hospital. She'll have to have observations, blood's taken, and she might possibly have to have some IV antibiotics, and that might have to be spread over a week, all because it's little creepy ghost kids in her house, in her flat. It's a little creepy ghost kid. That shit ain't cool. It's nightmare fuel, and I'll maintain it to the day I die. Nightmare fuel. Creepy little ghost kids to give. Not even her kids. Like, if they're her kids, I can't understand. Like, they're creepy little kids, and they give her, like, cellulitis and stuff like that. That I can't understand. They're not her kids. They're just random ghost kids that are like, we're going to fuck up this woman's life. We're going to give cellulitis. It's like inflamed skin. And it's like, well, what's that shit about, man? Like, and Dr. Manhattan doesn't seem to care. He's like, we just, like, don't worry, it'll go away on its own. It's not like, you're a doctor. You know that's not how it's going to work. She's going to be in A&E at 2 in the morning with her arm completely red from head from top to bottom, skin cracky, you know, she might get septic. You might get septic, Dr. Manhattan. Then what would you do? What would you do? And she's got a pair of scissors because she's going to cut into. No, that's later. She's going to attack kids with a pair of scissors. And I'm like, whoa, like that. A creep ghost kids that gave her cellulitis? That's terrible. You don't go after a little ghost kid with a pair of scissors. One, because they're non-corporeal, so it's not going to do anything. And two, because if they are corporeal, then that means that they're demons, and it's just going to make them angry. And also, on top of that, if they're ghost, alien, demon kids, you might as well just forfeit flat right now. Like, you know, you might as well give up. Anyway, she hasn't paid her electricity for the month, so there's no lighting anywhere. And she's snapping photos, trying to figure out where your kids are. And I'm like, this is really tempting fate. You should just leave. This is their house now. It's not your house. This is their house. And there's a little creep ghost kid, and it screams at her, and she runs to the bedroom. It's like, what? That's what you do. You don't piss off a ghost alien, little ghost. You don't piss off a little alien ghost demon kid. What if it's a zombie? What if it's a ghost alien demon zombie? A ghost alien demon zombie. What are you going to do? Because that thing wants your brains, wants your soul, wants to probe you, and is non-corporeal. So you're not going to be able to do anything. Just leave. Just get out of the house. Just leave. Don't come back. That's what I'd do. If I woke up in the middle of the evening and there's a ghost, alien, demon, zombie child in my flat, in my living room, I'd leave. I wouldn't come back. I'd just leave. I'm just saying I'd leave. And that's not counting the fact might be a ghost, alien, demon, zombie, witch. If that's the case, your life is forfeit. I'm just saying. So anyway, that's a rant, but I'm sorry, I want nothing to do with ghost, alien, zombie, demon, witch kids. That's where I draw a line. I'm like kids in general. That amount of evil in one being. She's digging into her arm. Oh my god. I don't think people who make this movie understand how this works. She would be in a state of shock if she'd done that in real life. She's literally like, oh no, and she thinks there's something in her arm. I'm like, she's literally infected her arm. That shit would have to be amputated at this point. This is science fiction. This is not real. I have to believe that the ghost, demon, alien, zombie, witch kid has infected her, and now she's becoming a ghost. Wonder. It's like a not multiple choice. It's like you're narrowing down. So it's either a ghost, a demon, an alien, a zombie, or witch. She's one of those because that shit ain't kosher. I think zombie. I think she's becoming a zombie. That's what I think. I think little kids infect her with a skin inflammation disease, which means that she's going to become a zombie. And for one thing, I think Dr. Manhattan's playing a very dangerous game. I know Watchmen, he wanted to create more life. I think he's fucked up. I think he's really, really fucked because he's gone too far. It's too far. So Doc Manhattan's talking about how he needs to do some work, and Pixie's like, no, you need to come here. My arm, I've literally dug in. How would you wrap that up, by the way, anyway? How would you wrap that up? Her skin, she's literally dug into her skin with a non-sterilised blade. 2 non-sterilised blades after her skin's already inflamed. How'd she wrap that up? Did she go to hospital? I don't think she went to hospital because she's not implying she went to hospital. And if she had gone to hospital, she would not be allowed at this point. She's still being hospital for like 6-7 more hours, and then at 9 a.m. they'd be like, we can't do anything. Go home, we'll call you the next day. So I don't believe she's wrapped up. So I think she might possibly be suffering from some crippling side effects here. Dehydration, like nausea, blood loss, shock. But then again, she's a zombie, and then none of those can matter. And she looks pale, more pale, more gone. And she looks exactly like one from Bay. So I don't think they're the same genre. I mean, they are horror, but I don't think they're the same genre. And also, I don't think that woman would have done this. She seemed a bit more together. But you'll know about that when I do Bay review, which is coming soon, but not soon enough. It was going to be the first episode, but I'm going to put that back a bit. Anyway, this woman Pixie's walking around the house, and she looks very rattled, and she looks very dehydrated, and that shit's not cool. Hydrate, people. Hydrate. Don't just drink alcoholic beverages. I know it's perfect and tastes like almond and cinnamon and all that. And this woman Pixie is flashing her lights around the house. And it's sort of like, didn't you learn before? You don't do this shit. Instead, I like this bit with the kids peering behind her. That's very cool. That's a cool, creepy shot. I actually like. I'll give this movie credit where it's due. That's a cool shot. Oh shit! She turns and camera moves past him, and then she turns back to him, and oh god! The bro! Oh god! Okay, I'm not gonna be sick. It's okay. Those creepy kids. Now they're looking at her, and they're like. Ice cream music plays, and oh my god, Doc Manhattan, what are you doing? How did you get there so fast? That's that Martian interpretation. He got there so quick, and he's got blades. Oh, Doc Manhattan, why? How could you, Doc Manhattan? Oh no, oh no, oh, whoa. Doc Manhattan, what are you doing? Wait, she's pregnant? He's digging. He's digging for life. He is digging for life. He's pulling. What's he pulling out? What's he pulling out? He's pulling out. Whoa. He's really digging there. He's really digging. What's he got? What's got in his hand? He's got something in his hand, I think. He's got something in his hand. Oh my god, he's got fetus. He's got a little fetus baby. He's got a little baby. He's got a little zombie demon witch, alien, ghost baby. Oh my god, Doc Manhattan. When you said you were going to make new life, not like this. Not like this, Doc Manhattan. Not like this. And now he's trying to explain to like the earlier life forms he created that this shit isn't cool. The human body wasn't made for this. And they're saying, bah, 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 which basically code for Doc Manhattan. You've got reality walking past. Just make her suitable for this. And he's trying to explain that's not how life works. Life finds a way. And like that's not sitting in on them. He's also trying to explain that he'll have to fake another accident for her. And wait, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh shit, I've seen enough wrestling, know what he's doing. Oh, he's going to put on the armbar. Oh no. Oh. Pitts the next week, day, whatever. Pitts is at home. This actually, I feel genuinely sad watching this bit because this actress does an amazing job looking scared and broken and fragile. And serious note, we've all been in position in our lives where we've been this emotionally fragile and vulnerable. Some of us, like physically like this. I won't go in details, but I had a moment like this last year, and oh Jesus, I actually know this year, and I was emotionally like just and physically, I was like, it's one of those moments you just wish that you just go to sleep and write whole day off, but you can't, and it's really really harsh and it's really really nasty. So I'm not joking about this. This is the best part of the movie by far. This actress is destroying this scene, and this is actually genuinely, I wish that she'd had more to work with because she had nothing to work with apart from this, which she is fucking destroying. I'm not making any Doc Manhattan jokes or Pixie jokes now. This actress can fucking act, guys. She's really fucking good. Which makes it worse because I have no idea what her name is or what her character's name is. But she can fucking act. She can act like shit. So much so. Now I'm changing the name of this chapter. I was going to put a really silly name. I'm not putting a silly name. We're gonna change this now. Cool. This woman got mad acting swag. That's what this chapter's called. It's a bit too long for Anchor, which is going up first. But this woman got mad at swag. She got swag. She is good. She's doing a great job. This guy is fucking awful. He's horrendous. Continuing theme, actors can't act. They can't act. You're not selling me as Doc Manhattan. You're not selling the Doc Manhattan that Big Brother played. I'm sorry, I'm making jokes again. I'm saying he is so bad. He's so bad. He's awful. It's so awful, and now we're going, it couldn't end on highlight. It's going to end with another woman who doesn't really look 18. I'm just going to say it. She doesn't look 18. She's talking to Doc Manhattan. She's saying her arm's inflamed. I'm saying this shit's a rerun. We've seen this. You can't change the actor and do the same storyline. Once of 7 years. You need 7 years gap between them. 7 years, you can do a story. 7 years later, you can do the same story again. You can't do it immediately. And that's turn top off again. And this movie is just so, it's unpleasant to look at. It's exploitative, and I get horror's meant to be an exploitation genre, and that's fine, I understand that. But this is creepy. It's really creepy, guys. Like, this isn't sexy. This is just creepy to look at. It's like, and that's the problem. I don't think people make this movie understand the difference between something being alluring and still uncomfortable, and generally just creepy to watch. Like, I get what they're going for. They want us to feel like we're infringing on people's home movies. But the problem is, I literally feel like I'm infringing on a home movie. And that segment's over. This is Ian, and my head is on fire, but such bad headache. But this podcast, we need to keep going and finish the podcast. VHS can't defeat me. So we're back. It's too loud. John Lennon's in the room, and zombie ghost of Brian Epstein's gone, and this is going to be painful. This is the most out of order thing ever. John Lennon has a torch, and he's trying to find out where the three Beatles from Liverpool are, and the coffee's not working. He's trying to find his friends and he can't find them, and stuff is happening, and he's going forward, and he's walking, and stuff is happening, and he might go downstairs. Nope, he won't go downstairs. He's walking into a room, and there's blood. One of his friends is dead. There's blood everywhere. Fuck! He screams. His friends are dead. One of them's head's missing. Zombie Brian Epstein is stood up. He's chasing John Lennon upstairs. They're going upstairs. They're walking, they're running. We hear scream, and I think John Lennon's been taken out, and zombie Brian Epstein's come downstairs, and he's slowly advancing. And we hear scream and close up, and then he's dead, I guess. That was absolutely riveting. And we're still in the room, and we're on close up of the chair, and we cut, and there you go, last second time. So yeah, I'm glad that we watched that. My head really hurt. And now we come to a bunch of people in park. I'm going to call them Tom, Dick, Harry and Bob. I don't know which one is which. My head is broken. I'm sorry. I feel like I've just been hit with a brick in the head. But you gotta finish this podcast, so we gotta keep going. It started off in September, now it's October, and these arseholes are going to a Halloween party. This guy's dressed up like a bear, not like Butters, who wore an awesome bear costume. This is just an arsehole who's in a bear costume. I really got nothing. This is a shot almost from like Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. It's quite a cool shot outside. Don't think stuff to say. It's a bunch of guys in Halloween costumes. There's a witch image on the door. Now they're going to the stairs. They're going downstairs. Oh Jesus, my head. This video is quite apt because this is encapsulating the feel of watching this movie and how out of order it is, because this isn't even the last thing I'm going to record. This is the last part of the movie. This is not last thing I'm going to record. I need to go back and re-record the scene of a bunch of lads being lads, because that needs to go in front, or maybe I'll go back, I don't know. The bros, the anti-Four Horsemen driving car, they're going to go to a Halloween party. Their costumes suck. I don't have anything strong enough. I feel like it's hard to do a commentary when you feel like this, but the podcast needs to be finished for tomorrow and just need to keep going. And they're driving, and they're driving, and they're driving, and nothing is happening, and it's just like the opposite. Some of these segment chapters have been so quick and so fast, and others like this bit's foreshadowing later on. This isn't really Stanley Kubrick playing attention, although this scene is foreshadowing later on, which is quite cool in some ways, but in other ways this is really boring, because despite that there's a segment's only 20 minutes long, nothing chapter even. I keep forgetting chapter segments, what the fuck ever. It stuff does happen, but it's taking its sweet time. I am drinking, I'm not even going to make jokes about advertisement, I'm drinking a very strong coffee. What's the time? It's 7:06 on the what the fuck's the time? Day 7:06 on Thursday, 6th September. I have cold, I'm tired, I'm worn out, I'm near fatigued. I hate these characters. They're just a big bag of nothing, and it's not hit by the fact that there's nothing character-wise. Literally just people. You know, like, it's just another example of lads being lads, and it's not interesting to watch lads being lads, because they're boring characters, there's no development. This is like a inferior version of Hostel. As I sound less manic than in other segments, I'm sorry, I wish I had more energy, but I just want to get this done. I want to get this finished and put out. My despair levels are just mind blowing. I have no energy for this, but I want to get this finished. And I know I'm sorry that no one, if you can't follow what's happening, I'm sorry, but nothing's happening. They're walking around back of the house. They need to get into the house, but they're not really getting there. They're still walking. They're going around back to the house. It's hard getting futuristic because they're just wasting time now. You just really want them to get the fuck on with it, but they're not doing anything. Like, at this point, surely you figure the party's not here, you go something different. But no, they're trying to break in. Sorry, I know I'm angry. I tried to sleep, but my headache was pounding, so I'm drinking some coffee and I've had some Lemsip, and I've had paracetamol, and I've had a Strepsil, but it's not really working. At least my eyes aren't blurry anymore. I see like wavy lines that are on, and that seems to have gone. They're in the house. Nothing's happening. Flickering lights, but nothing's happening still. This isn't really a haunted house movie because there's no they broke into this house, by the way. Like, I don't know if you know that, but if you're watching one live, they broke into a house and it's still boring. They're just walking around. The place they broke into looks okay, I guess, but it's not very Halloween, so you think they would have got a hint, but nope. There's an image of the house from the outside, and it's not creepy, it's just nothing. You see a woman stood on the stairs, a door slammed shut. So they've heard a noise and it startled them a bit. One of them is wearing a pirate hat, the other's wearing a military gear, the other one's just being a tosser wearing a hooded top. They're all drunk, they're trying to go up the stairs. Yeah, it's still nothing happening. It's been a long week and I'm really fucking tired. I just, like I said, I tried going to sleep, I couldn't, and this is an endurance test at this point. Find an old clock, so he closes it. They find the teddy bear with the stuffing ripped out of it, and now they're going upstairs. Still nothing's happening. Upstairs. They're really dragging this out, and I don't get why, because nothing is happening. And if your entire plot has like 4 minutes of consequence, you shouldn't take this long to get going. Like, I know most of these segments don't really have a script, but this is just poor, to be honest. This is really boring. It's not tense, it's not atmospheric, it's just poor. So, he looks in the mirror, he sees a woman's reflection, he turns back and she's gone. That's okay, I guess, but... And now Bear from before is now on bed. I mean, you throw it off, it's like a different bear to one you saw earlier. The guys are walking now, it's dark, they're going upstairs, or up another staircase, they hear loud noise. They open the door and there's one of the arseholes, he's saying, "Don't make a sound, I hear something, let's go up the stairs," I guess. It's off stairs, this house. It's like very American thing to have like multiple 3 stories. They're walking, nothing's happening. They're walking, nothing's happening. Walking, nothing's happening. The guy with pirate mask is there, they startle him and he's like, "Oh shit, there you are, wah, wah, wah." But how many fucking bedrooms does this fucking thing have? And how have they not got in yet? This isn't where they're meant to have gone for the pie. Because there's nothing here except for bedrooms. Way too many bedrooms for one house. This is not a good way to end the movie, I'm just going to say it. Although, for you guys, I have to go back and go to fucking Lads Being Lads section. my fucking headache. Maybe I'll record tomorrow. Although I won't get finished today because I just won't have fucking sleep. Christ, only 10 minutes left of this. Jesus Christ. I hope there's less than that. Fucking hell. I'm not watching this whole thing, by the way. I'm turning this off as soon as credits start. This is so boring. Finally, we hear a noise and the redneck zombie cult armada, the fuckers from Halloween 6, the cult of Myers, or cult, whatever the fuck they're called. There's a woman who's hands are bound and these guys are threatening to like kill her and sacrifice her, and our lovable roads are just watching like, why not? Jesus Christ, this is poor. They're saying, yeah, they're chanting along with the hippies. They're like, the fuck are you doing? This is a zombie, this is an evil woman, she's possessed. And they're like, get out of here. And our faithful heroes are like, no, we won't watch. And guys like, yeah, but our guys won't because they're traditionalists. And there's an argument going on because they hit woman, and then our guys are like, what are you doing? No, fuck off. So then the fight ensues, like a really shitty poor part from WWE Raw. Camera flickering. There's massive hoo-ha going on. And then this woman gets thrown up to the ceiling by something, and then the other like cult guy gets thrown against the wall. So they're all running off like, fuck this shit, let's go. Not much like Beatles who are brave, you know, they're all dead now, but they're brave. And they'll run out, and then they're like, wait a second, let's rescue her. It makes sense. Why would you just run off? That's shitty. I mean, so they're running back up the stairs, and it's just shit. Dumb shit. They're going up so many stairs, and they're going up more stairs and more stairs and more stairs. Because why not? Not really practicing urgency. They're going really slowly. So even if this woman has been had anything done, she's dead at this point. They try and open the door but can't. So they force the door opens, despite the fact that it won't open for. The woman before from the boy has been stabbed, and there's a really pathetic fight between where one of the cult guys gets stabbed. Actually, no, he does get stabbed. He rips open his chest, and then he's pulled up the ceiling, and then we never see him again. And our faithful team run off with the damsel after cutting the binds from her hands, although she's been stabbed, so, you know, she ain't gonna make it much longer. So, oh shit, hands coming up from the floor now. That's kind of creepy. Weird, but creepy, and it's never really explained. I know the other ones don't explain either, but it's a bit bad. Oh shit, we see some birds, that's quite cool. So you see some old school effects, like hands coming through the walls and doors that won't open. Oh shit, the window disappears, hands coming through the wall. It's quite a neat effect. Chairs on the table, objects flying all over the place. That's quite a good use of special effects. Handles that disappear. They're all trying to figure out a way to get outside because there's no obvious ways. Except, wait, they found a way out. So our characters are run to the basement, and that's all shining chrome. They're in the basement, and and this woman's bleeding a lot. She doesn't look like she's going to make it, and now they've got to try and figure a way out, and they're not really doing a very good job. This woman's really frantic. Our faithful guys are trying to escape, and hands coming up through the floor now, and they're running away. They're not sure whether this is real or not, but they don't want to chance it. They try and break through the trap door, and there's smoke everywhere, and God knows what is going to come after them if they don't escape quickly. Hands coming for them again. Like, terror. That's a really cool effect. I wonder how they did that. Anyway, they drag this woman with them outside. They're going to escape, and everything's all cushy. I'm glad this is short at least, because fucking in my head feels like... No, they're running. They're dragging this woman, rather. The house is about to, not implode. Well, let's say implode, I guess. We won't see it, but I'm going to assume that's what happens. They're dragging this woman as fast as they can. They're dragging her. Drag. Dragging some more. They've got car. They drag her. They're throwing her in the car. They drag her to the car. They push her in the car, and they're going to drive away. Come on, they're going to drive away. Come on, Dick. Fucking hell, get on with it. So, my straps are just fucking... Oh, God. Too much caffeine, probably. This woman's not going to make it. She's looks really bad shape. They're driving as fast as they can, and she's bleeding profusely. They've done good thing trying to rescue her, and they're arguing that they'll have to go to the hospital, and they're fine for that. No one's disagreeing with it. Driving. This woman's... Oh, she looks bad. Driving, flash. And the car stopped. It's just stopped. They can't drive. There's no power left in the car. They turn back, and the woman's gone, but the guy who's trying to hold her is covered in blood. She's outside, and she screams. And they look panicked because she's gone, and their friend is also gone. And they can't get out. They're trapped, and there's no way to get out of the car. They look panicked. They look terrified. And now she's in front of them. And a bird flies past, and she gives them a look and just walks off. And there's no way out for them. So it's like, this was a trap. And birds keep flying by. And there's a train coming. And it's, let's do the sound. Let's go chugga 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 choo. Bang. And that's it. That is it. But that's it for you. That's not it for me. Because I have to go back and record the opening. So I'm going to record that, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to, after I record the bit for the lads being lads, I'm going to record the epilogue. So I'll be back. For you, shortly. For me, shortly. But for you guys, I'll watch an earlier segment, and then I'll finish. So this is definitely weird. So this is just a brief wrap up. I guess you can call this section the end is epilogue, where I just pontificate on the movie. So it's not going to be a long segment. But that was a tiring review, and as I mentioned in a few chapters, I have really bad headaches. So now I'm going to have some food. My thoughts on VHS: I think this is a really sleazy horror movie. I don't think it holds up to critical analysis. Sorry, I don't think it's particularly good, but I did enjoy parts of it. I liked the acting by the main actress in the segment with the Skype. I thought that segment was a lot more fun than I remembered. We have segments, we have chapters that I like. I mean, I don't think I particularly enjoyed many of them. I thought the segment with the teenagers in the woods and wherever that was, I thought that's quite fun. So yeah, I mean, it was an experience. I think in terms of quality of podcast, I think there was a sophomore slump, but it was less than it could have been, and I'm looking forward to VHS2 next week. And I'm going to take a few days off, and then I'm going to record that. And I hope you guys liked it. This was over 2 hours, and believe me, you think that's long? Listen to it. I feel twice that having recorded it. But until I see you next week, remember, life is beautiful.